Hi guys, and welcome to this Fliplet Customer Success webinar. My name is Joe, and I'll be guiding you through this video today. Before we start, if you have any questions about my accent, I am Swedish, which is why I sound the way I do. I'm shooting this video today from our headquarters here in London. And today's session, I will guide you through our latest features of Fliplet Studio. But if you're a beginner, don't worry, I will start by giving you a basic tour of the platform. Let's jump straight into it. This is the main page in Fliplet Studio that you will see once you've logged in with your account details. You will have to go to this URL. It's production.studio.fliplet.com, and you can, once you've logged in with your account details, you'll be able to see this main screen. If you don't have your account set up yet, just get in touch with us here at Customer Success, and we're happy to help you out. You can reach out to us either by using this little chat feature here. You can click on it, and it will open our live chat feature. You can also reach out to us via email, so you can reach us at support@fliplet.com. So once you've logged in, from this page, you will be able to first of all browse all of your apps. This is the main interface that you will see when you log in. Here you will see all of the apps that you've built yourself and also all of the apps that your colleagues might have shared with you. If you click on the little drop-down menu here under your app, you can see that you have a few settings. You can even duplicate your app and manage users from here. So it's a really nice and easy interface to manage all of your apps. On the menu here, on the left-hand side, we can go to create a new app. We're going to do this in just a second. We can also manage our app data, and we can manage all of our files. We've put these two sections at this place in Fliplet Studio to make sure that when you upload any sort of data or files, you can actually reuse them in multiple apps, so your files are not stored just within that one single app. You can also go here to manage your account details. So if you want to change your password, for example, or anything like that, you can do that from this section. Anyway, let's jump ahead and create a new app. Once you click on create a new app, you will get into our app gallery. Our app gallery is where you can choose what kind of app you want to develop. Do you want to create a blank app so you can create everything from scratch? Or do you want to use one of our nice, easy templates that we built for you? At the moment, we're providing you with 3 different templates. And if you want to have a look at what they look like, you can just click on them. And you can actually have a little play around with them here on the screen before you choose which one to go for. But for this video, let's go ahead and choose this event app template. Let's call this webinar. Let's build our app. This will just take a few seconds, and then you will be launched right into our app building interface, which is where you'll make all of your different changes to the app and where you'll be customizing it to your own preferences. And so this is what it looks like. I know from this view there's quite a lot of information going on, so let's just take a step back and have a look at what we actually see. Right now, we are in our edit app mode. This is where you'll make all of your changes to the app, such as adding content, adding components, moving screens around, really building the basics of the app. In preview app mode, you'll be able to straight away instantly preview your app, see what it looks like. You can even change the device preview so you can see what the app will look like on different devices. So here we're on an iPhone right now. We can see what this will look like on an Android. We can even see what this will look like on a tablet, and we can see what this looks like on web. But let's go ahead and move it back to our main setting. So that's the preview app mode. You can also go here to launch checklist. I'm going to show you this a little bit in the end, but this is where you'll go once you've finished building your app and you're ready to make it public and push it out there into the big world. You can also go up here to change any of your app settings. You can do this at any time during your app build. You can change your app name, you can change your icon, you can add add-ons, such as if you want tracking by Google Analytics, you can do this here. But that's something that we can cover in a bit more of a detailed training session. For now, let's go back to editing our app. I want to show you how to add a screen. So when you're editing your app, you will be editing it straight away here in this device that we see here. It's not really fitting our screen at the moment, so we can go up here and we can zoom out a little bit just to make sure that we see everything. This is better. This left menu here, this menu here on the left, is where we have our screen menu. So this is at the moment all of the available screens that we have in this template. But for this session, let's go ahead and create a new screen. Whenever we click on add a new screen, we will get our selection of layouts here on the right. You have to choose the layout for all of the new screens that you choose, just so that you set a general theme for the screen that you're building. We made sure that these layouts have a name that is very descriptive to make it easy for you to know exactly what screen and what layout you want to go for. So here we have a one column layout, which is pretty much as it sounds, the one column. We've also built this preview section down here, which again is just to help you make sure that you understand what the layout will look like before you choose it. So if you hover over the different devices, you can see how it looks like on a phone, on a tablet, and on web. With a two column layout, you can also hover over here to see how the two columns will look. Let's go ahead and use this layout for now. Let's call this profile. And you can see our new screening straight away added here. This layout comes preloaded with a few items just to help you get started building it. This is an image placeholder. If you want to edit this image, you can click on it and it will open our selections here. Here we will see all of the files that are available for our app at the moment. So these are files that are preloaded either in the template or files that I have already on my account. But you can also drop and drag your files here from your local computer if you want to, and that way it's really quick and really easy to add your own files and your own content. Say we want to add this image, we click on it, and straight away you can see that it's added here to our screen. If you want to make any changes to the image, you can do that here. If you want to resize it, you can click on here and we can resize it. We can go back. We can choose yes, resize. We can go back here and we can crop if we want to. We can quickly just move this around. Let's say actually I want it to be a little bit bigger. I want it to be like this. I click save and close. And straight away my change will apply here. So it's a nice easy interface to edit and change your images. As for the content on the screen, whenever you want to edit any of this kind of content, all you have to do is just click on the screen and we'll be able to edit it straight away on here. So let's say we want to remove this and actually add some good content. I want to say, you are awesome. That's pretty easy. And if we hide this screen menu here, this toolbar at the top is where we can customize and change our text. So let's say we want to highlight this, and let's say we actually want to make this a little bit bigger. I want this to be really big. We can make it 36. And that way it's pretty nice and easy to change any of the text here. So that's how you edit content on your screen. I also want to show you how you can add components to your screen. So to add a component, you can go here to our component list. As you can see, we have built quite a lot of components and we're constantly adding to this list as well to make sure we're offering you as many features as possible for your app. If you want to add any of these components, they work on a drag and drop kind of basis. So just to quickly show you how this works, I want to add a button to my screen. So what I will do is I will click on here and I will drag it to my screen and I will drop it to where I want it to be located. As soon as I drop it, a button will appear here. Because we're building kind of a profile management here, maybe I want to say in touch. And here you can specify a link action for your button. So what will actually happen when the user will touch and click on the button? Let's say we want to open a web page. For example, let's say we want this to go to Facebook. You can click and save, and straight away you have added a component, you've added a link action, and once somebody's using this app, if they click on this button, they will go to your Facebook profile if you wanted to. Now that we've done all of these actions, we can go to Preview App and look at what our screen will actually look like. And this looks pretty fun. This looks pretty good. So we're happy with this. So this is how you edit and change content really quickly in your app. This is how you preview it here in Studio. I also want to tell you about our Fliplet viewer. So Fliplet Viewer is an app that we've built to make sure that you can preview your app on your actual device, because it's not really the same when you're looking at it at web. You can't really do taps, you can't really do swipes, all of these kind of actions that are quite specific for devices. So if you go down to your app store on whatever device you're on and download Fliplet Viewer, if you click on here, we also have a little description of how you can get this Fliplet Viewer. You'll be able to log in with your Fliplet Studio account, and as soon as you've made any changes to your app here in Studio, you'll be able to preview it straight away on your phone. And this is a really innovative solution that we've built to make sure that you don't actually have to launch your app onto the app stores and able to see what it looks like on your device. So that's how you edit your app. That's how you preview it here in Studio and on Fliplet Viewer. Now, let's say you've built your app. Let's say you're really happy with the way it looks and you're ready to launch it. We will go here to our launch checklist. This is where we have the option to publish our app. If you want to publish it, you click here and you click on publish. This takes a few seconds and then your app will be ready to get built. Once your app is ready to get built, you will go down here and you will add any of the information required, and then you will be able to build and launch the app to whatever app store of your choice. Whilst you're building your app, if you want to collaborate with a colleague, or maybe you want feedback from some colleagues, you can go up here to this button, invite your colleagues. You click on here, you add their emails, you can choose their access control, and then you send them an invite. Once you've done this, they will get an email invite to view or edit the app that you sent them to, and that way they get an account created with Fliplet straight away. So this is it for the first part of the webinar. I hope you found it instructive and that you're excited to get started with your app builds. Now, I would love to tell you more about our newest features on Fliplet. We're always working on producing new features to make sure that you have the best experience with Fliplet and that you are creating really awesome apps. Specifically today, I want to talk to you about our new update feature. I'm going to tell you about our new app submission process. I'm going to show you our new About This App screen. And first of all, I want to go and talk to you a little bit about our new app templates. So I briefly showed you the templates in the training. Let's go back here into our app gallery. And the templates that we built are really here to inspire you guys and help you kick off your app building process. We are constantly adding more templates as well to make sure that we are offering you the kind of apps that you're looking to build. So if you do have any kind of requests, do feel free to let us know and get in touch with us. But otherwise, as I was saying, when you're here, you can click on this and you can read a little bit more about the template and what's included in it and how you can use it. If you click on the live demo, you'll be able to scroll, you'll be able to click, you'll be able to actually see what the app can do straight from here, which is really, really handy. So that's it for the app templates. I also want to tell you about this app screen. So our About This App screen is a new screen that we've included in all of our apps. So whatever app you're building, this is going to be included in your app. And this is a really nice little handy thing where you can actually include your own terms and conditions, which means that your user will always be able to come back and find them. And it's a nice way for you to include this information without building a specific screen for it. So to edit this About This App screen, we go into here to our app settings that I showed you earlier. You go into About This App, and here we can configure our settings. These settings will be applied straight away as long as we hit save. This has been saved successfully, so now we can go into preview our app and I'll show you where to find this. If you go into your main hamburger menu here and you click on About This App, this is the About This App screen. So here we'll be able to see the name of our app. You will be able to click and read the terms and conditions from Fliplet. You'll be able to add your own terms and conditions. And you'll also be able to check for updates and see what version of the app you're on. So this is really handy if you want to troubleshoot your app and make sure that the app is running on the latest version. So that's about this app screen. I also want to talk to you about our new update feature. So let's go ahead and go back in here into Launch Checklist. When you have a live app and a published app, you have the option to push out updates on your app. So whenever you're making edits on your app here on Fliplet Studio, they won't appear straight away in your live app, but you actually have to go in and manually push those updates out. We've created this new feature, or these 3 new options of how to publish your update. Before, we only had one set update feature, but we want to make sure that you have control over how your updates are launched and how your users are seeing the updates. So we've created these 3 new options for you. First, we have the silent update, which we are recommending for minimal content only. This means that the user won't be notified when an update is being applied, and they can just keep on using the app without noticing anything. We here have visible updates. Visible update is the feature that we do recommend you use for normal updates. The user will see a small message at the bottom of their screen that's telling them that an update is being applied. They'll also see a progress bar. However, their session won't be interrupted and they can keep on using the app without having to refresh it. A forced update is for urgent updates that you need the user to apply. So when you've chosen a forced update, this means that the session will be interrupted with an overlay window that's telling the user that an update is being applied. They will see a progress bar, and as soon as the whole update has been applied, then they will be prompted to reload the app and start over. You can also choose to include update notes if you want to. So for example, if you want to tell your user why you're doing a forced update, you can do that in the update notes and they will see your message. You then click on update and your update will go through to your users. The last thing that I want to tell you about is our new app submission process. Again, we find this here in the launch checklist under distribute your app. And this is something that we have built to really make sure that your app submission process is as quick and pain-free as possible. Previously, what we did to manage this process was work on different spreadsheets to request the information from you. But we've now automated this process to make sure you can upload all of this information straight away in Studio, and you can continuously keep on doing this throughout your app build as well. You don't have to do it right at the end, but actually you can go in, start doing it early on, and then save your progress and keep on building the app. So you have an option to choose to distribute your app for iOS, for Android, and for Windows. That's completely up to you and what you choose to build your app for. Just for me to show you how this works, let's go ahead and have a look at the iOS. All of these different stores require slightly different information, which is why you actually have to submit these apps for all the different stores. When you go in here, you will see that you can choose to distribute your app for a public app store. You can choose to do it within an enterprise app store. You can choose to just get the app file, so we'll build the app for you and then it'll just get the file and you can distribute this where you want. Here you also enable your push notifications if you want to have push notifications as part of your app. As for the information, you choose which app store you want to publish for. And then if you click here on the drop-down menu, you can see all of the information that we require for the app submission. We do require quite a lot of information, but what we've tried to do to make sure that this is as quick and easy for you is we've included quite a few descriptions here to make sure it's really nice and easy for you to know exactly what information we are requiring from you. And as you can see, we have a Save Progress button here, so feel free to get started with this section at any time during your app build. You can always come back, save progress, and continue at a later date if you want to. Then, when you've filled in all of the details and you're ready to submit it, you click here on Request App, and we will get all of this information sent to us and we'll be able to build and finish off your app. So that's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it useful. As always, do remember that we are here to help you if you need it. You can reach out to us here via the chat. You can send us an email at support@fliplet.com. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions or comments or any feedback on this webinar. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon.